Hello, I'm Catherine, and welcome to this week's reading. I'm working with the Ask an Angel cards. Ask an Angel cards. There we go. And the card that came up today is Archangel Sandalphon and prayer. And if you haven't seen any of my videos before, my readings are a little different. I open into the Akasha and receive the message and the energy of the message. So it's not just the words, it's and words are a vibration and everything is a vibration. So really opening the Akasha and receiving from an Angel Sandalphon, that's the intention, to receive the energy and transmission of the reading and message. In this case, it's prayer. And I notice that the cards that come up are always, for me, very appropriate. And so the message that I receive from Archangel Sandalphon, I often sit and write. That is my familiar way of receiving messages, and also I channel as well. But sometimes I like to just sit with the cards, and the message I received is that prayer can be of great assistance to us during this time. Prayer can assist us to find that place of inner stillness, to find peace, a time of listening to that inner voice. Some might call it the voice of God, the voice of spirit, the voice of the angels or masters, just that inner place where that inspiration, where that wisdom, where that guidance can come, where that peace can come. And peace, prayer really does bring a lot of benefits. I've been finding that I've been spending a lot of time with different types of prayer. So I thought, and that's what came through and came through from Archangel Sandalphon too, about different types of prayer, because sometimes our understanding of prayer is might be quite limited to certain types of prayer, and prayer can be so much more than that. So prayer is a way of communing with the divine and can take many forms. Prayer can be a moment of appreciation for a beautiful sunset, for a beautiful flower or fragrance, for a beautiful meal. Just that appreciation can be a prayer. That just taking that moment, that quiet moment, to just really appreciate something, to give thanks and really appreciate, to just really appreciate something can be a prayer, right? To really appreciate it, to be present and appreciate that and give thanks for that can be a real prayer. So expressing gratitude is another way of prayer that came through, giving gratitude for the blessings in your life, and when we give gratitude, it helps us to notice the blessings. It helps us to notice, it's very easy to notice the things that aren't going well, the things that tends to be what we notice, the things that aren't going well, the things that haven't happened in the ways that we have wanted them to. But when we take that time for gratitude to notice the blessings and to give thanks for that, that is a prayer. It is a way of prayer to really give that heartfelt thanks, and gratitude is to me, and coming through as a prayer, a way of prayer. So I want to really open up what prayer is here. So expressing gratitude. Expressing gratitude to, and you might express gratitude to God as you understand God, to the divine, to using different words here, to the universe. So people think in different ways, and still is a form of prayer. So prayer can be in the form of praise for the divine. So there's some beautiful, in every tradition there is that praise, or in many traditions there is that praise for the divine. There is that acknowledgement of the qualities of the divine. That's a way of prayer. Prayer can be inspirational words written by yourself or someone else, or just those heartfelt words, that communication to the divine, that conversation with the divine. You can bring your, what's going on with you, like you would talk to a friend. That can be a prayer too. Just, say, I'm really struggling with this today. Help me to be strong. Help me to meet this with strength, with courage. Help me to find wisdom to be a better person. Often we keep things inside in our heart. That speaking things, that way of praying, can be so helpful. It can really reduce stress and reduce the worry and concern. It's like you just share it and ask the divine to help you hold that, whatever's going on, to help to hold that, to help to bring you support and assistance for whatever you're dealing with, and to just be present. So prayer can be just being in the presence of the divine, and a prayer of presence that just is coming to me then. That's also a way of praying, just being in communion with the divine, that being in the holy presence. Prayer can be a voice raised in song, or just in, I've been doing a lot of toning this week. So prayer can be sound, just sounds, just letting the sounds come from within you, from the heart, or, the voice. Beautiful way to pray. Dance. Prayer can be dance, different types of dance and movement. Prayer expressed through the body, what you're feeling, what you'd like to offer up as your prayer through your body, expressing that. There's different traditions of where dance is part of prayer, sacred dance, and it's a really wonderful way to pray. And so the message that I received then was, let your prayer be what makes your heart sing, what brings you joy. Let your prayer be, an offering of that to the divine. What brings you joy, what fills you up, and offer that. Okay, so just seeing if there's anything else there. Prayers, know that your prayers are always heard, even if they're answered. Prayers are answered in the way the divine answers a prayer is different to the way a human answers a request. So the answer can come in ways that you're not expecting. Prayers are always answered. Just not always in the way that we expect, or even the way that we ask for, but your prayers are heard, and they are answered, is the message that comes through. Prayer assists to cultivate our higher nature, our angelic nature. Prayer assists to cultivate, many of our higher qualities, like faith, love, compassion, kindness, gratitude, a sense of just joy, blessing, sense of realizing, coming to that place of where life is a blessing and living from that. Prayer is really, there's a type of, I want to use the word, there's a magic in prayer. It's like a conversation with the universe, a conversation with the divine that is, from which miracles can happen, from which amazing blessings can pour forth and be received, and that brings you into that flow with the universe, with the divine, from which amazing things can happen, and you become part of that energy, that conversation, that communication and energy. You open the channels to that energy flow from with the divine, with the universe through prayer. So prayer is so much more, and it can be so much more than we often think of. People might have had experiences in childhood that saw prayer in a really limited way that they didn't truly relate to. And then when we begin to explore it, prayer can be just so supportive. And prayer has been bringing me really a lot of peace. I'm really feeling a sense of peace during this time that I probably haven't felt that in that way for just this abiding peace. Often that's there. I think that's from my prayer practice. And so, yeah, it's really helpful. Okay, so, yeah, that's the sharing from this beautiful card and Archangel Sandalphon about prayer. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.